45 minutes left in the trading session. Welcome back to the close. Here we go. Look at how things stand heading into the last hour here. We are red on the day for the S&P, down half, now 0.5%. The Dow hanging on to positive territory only just. The NASDAQ leading here. Big, not a big pullback, but a pullback in big cap tech stocks today. The TSX here in Toronto up 0.1. Cryptos, yeah, weak, unfortunately. A lot of individual names to get to, guys, as we head towards the close.
I love it when you call me BBIG Papa. No, I'm actually not in the Vinco Ventures. Whatever, you know, BBIG, someone explain to me why it's BBIG, but making a harsh move to the downside. We're right into the thick of things already because I was already looking for this to maybe dip back down into like 375, into 385. And as you can see, I never got the top here, but a late entrance to the list. I don't see any news, but it's got a 20% short interest and is bounced to the upside on huge volume in the afternoon, so lots of action. I still have two positions, Clover and Nicola from earlier on in the session to the short side, but here comes Vinco Ventures, BBIG, falling 50 pennies in a matter of seconds right to open the show here, Sean. Already this one's pretty exciting.
Yeah, we'll see what it does. I mean, apparently I just tweeted it out. There's apparently some sort of a press release maybe coming, something after market. But again, this is what spurns this whole stuff, right? We talk about this over and over again every single day. Like, we have no idea where some of these stocks come from and why they start doing this. But you could see we were doing like basically, I don't know, 43,000 shares a minute, something like that, not even. This has an 18 million share free float, and we're already done 35 million shares. And basically all of that, not all of it, but let's just say 2/3 of it has come in the last half hour or so, or best guess last hour. Last half hour really starting to pick up. So look, we're going to test the waters here. So let's just do that, and we'll see where we go from here. So we're going to test the waters here on the upside now and see if we can't take out this 440. Just to let you guys know, we've been up here before on BBIG, 5 and change, like just recently. Back in June, we touched 524, 525. So now, I don't know if this is just traders trying to get out of the water here again and see if they lift their head above this $5 one more time. But I'm going to play it, and we're going to see where we can go. So for me, we'll see if we can come back to VWAP. There's a lot of cluster here. This is sort of when the noise, they weren't sure it was going to happen. Then you start to pop off from here. So I'm looking at like a 365 or so drop area to be wrong on this one. But I think it's well worth the risk.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you. When I looked at that cluster, I just got the first entry for myself in front of that cluster, and it's actually stabilizing down here. So BBIG, why not? Just because I happen to be in it, I'll go over Nicola. We took this short, and I kind of, it was literally right at the end of the show. I was like, it's turning into a short if we break 1465. Some of the meme squeeze names had gotten to the downside. I didn't exit at the bottom there at 14. I've been hanging on, thinking there's a chance to get back in. So far, 1435 looks like a bit of a double top. So in this little cluster here, if it breaks down to 25, I'm going to be adding to my position instead of taking off. Was that Brendan?
SPB, another one that popped up around mid-afternoon here. We're still holding on to 82 or just below 82, trying to hold onto those gains. There was a report that went around. They were talking about selling their hardware and home unit. That was according to Bloomberg. So SPB, guys, in New York.
Yeah, and just looking here as well, back over at, so we'll look at SPB in a minute, but I just want to look at NEO, and there's an interesting thing on AMC. I'll show that in a second as well. Missed opportunity. We were sitting here all afternoon. You guys know we film different things, so we don't have much trading in the afternoon whatsoever. NEO, we basically took that high, and look, this is going to be the opposite of AMC, the one I'm going to show you right now. So right here, you see this high coming. Hold on a second, just want to see about punching in. This high coming at 44.70, double tops it right there, all the way back down, just like a reload position. You could have easily had on board right there. We don't have it. And then look at AMC, guys. You want to talk about missing an opportunity on the long for anybody that's looking for a long. This comes right back in, man, right back to the level that we liked. And we talked about it early on the sticky note. This 33.35 comes right back into play there. So we double bottom there, and we also double top upside. So, hey, look, if you're reading the charts today, a couple good opportunities there if you're playing tops on both AMC and NIO, and then AMC comes right back to that same level. Like, just to be here to trade that would have been great. Also tops at 36. So AMC should be exciting here into the close.
Yeah, absolutely. And Metacom, nice name there. You got a short in the AMC, you're looking for an out. I mean, it's an interesting cluster. I mean, there's no point necessarily being in that price. Man, I would, as a scalp trader, if you were shorting a pop into this 36 level, I'd definitely be taking some out in that cluster, like 1/3. That's what I would be doing. I'd be taking 1/3 out at this level, at that 34.22, and maybe just hang on for the home run if you think it's going through that 33. Because it's bullish today, I kind of don't think that's going to happen, so I'd be all out probably 33, like 50 or so. I mean, the risk to reward, assuming you're off that 36 level, short like 35.5 or something like that, that would make some sense to me. BBIG, did I not just, oh my goodness, I think I just missed my scalp trade by, I'm on the offer, give it to me. There we go. Oh my god, that was awesome. Okay, perfect. I mean, yeah, just got to fill at 408. I think it was just the beginning. I kind of felt like we were going to get down into VWAP there. If it turns around, I kind of think you want to be buying into that cluster. There's still a chance. Sean already looked at the daily chart. Even if it takes out the high, his stock has been higher for sure. Like, it actually has some room off a 450 break to get some, I guess, fresh air up towards $5. So I don't want to ignore the idea that it takes a top out. In this case, that'd be like 440. But this level here was about 450. So it still has some room to go. I'll buy the dip, try and rinse and repeat, see if we can't hang on to this one into the close. Brennan?
So there's BBIG. This is purely to confuse everyone. There's also now DBGI. So follow along. Just popped up here through 550, guys. Just going to double check on this, but big volume coming into DBGI, not BBIG. Digital
brands, we traded this recently, I should say. No halts, because nothing ever halts anymore. Look, digital brands is actually well off. You can kind of see on the daily chart, well off some of the highs that it was at before. I always go to that higher time frame for you guys that are just watching for the first time. When something spikes, get a perspective. Always get a perspective. So, I mean, like, it's basically barely breaking through yesterday's high. You've had it fade $1.50 higher than this, and then like $4 higher than this. So the first thing you think about there is, okay, well, temper your expectations on how far this thing is going to go. Great if you got a 5 break, but it's not ridiculous to think that it could stall out at $6. I'd be buying the dip at like a $5 at best, but I don't want to miss one in BBIG. Oh my goodness, no, it didn't come back down. Yeah, so it's still sitting at that 408 range. Maybe we're not going to get a chance to load some more shares in there at 375, 380, somewhere in that range. I'd like to get some more. I also have that Clover. This will be the one that, you know, I just got more shares. This is just like nickel. Like, I didn't get nickel. I didn't get anything out at the low of the day. And then I haven't gotten more nickel since we came on, but I already had added back into some Clover right around the same 830 area. I would take a few more if it got to like that 840, but looking for that one to roll over. Some strength got in the morning when it had that first flush. It came all the way back. And then the long was no good. I reversed into shorts, which have been pretty solid. Although I have looked the gift horse in the mouth at the bottom on both Nikola and Clover for the last quarter of the position. Now we're in. I'm not adding to this one unless it's above this 830 price. And I'm looking for an 8 bottom here.
Yeah, I mean, Nicola's a tough one there. We talked about, Neil just went over. I'm still in this BBIG. We're going to wait. I mean, I'm just going to try to play this for a home run. We'll see if we can get up to 450 again. And, you know, whatever. If this comes back in, it comes back in. But BBIG, let's go for the fences on this one. If it's true, man, like I just tweeted it out before we came on the show, possible. I don't know. I'm just reading what everyone else is on Reddit and Twitter and all that with a possible merger. And if it doesn't come through, it doesn't come through. We'll get out right there. We'll take a 50-cent hit or so. So that's what we're going to do on that one. I did want to look at Coinbase. I mean, oops, that's Blinn. Go over to Coinbase here again. Coinbase on NASDAQ, 223. Like, wow. You know, again, I think it's good for a starter position at these levels. I do like Coinbase. I think that with crypto coming back, there's a couple opportunities there. I don't know if crypto going down has anything to do with Coinbase valuation. Apparently it does. So look, with Ethereum and Bitcoin and all that still going down, if you think negatively on the crypto space or about the crypto space, then please do not buy Coinbase right now, because it's just been on a downward plunge here. I mean, ever since its IPO, comes out at 325, rips to 430-ish. There, I guess, 429, whatever, maybe 430 was the top. And now we've just faded all the way back down, basically cut in half from that very high. So that sucks for sure. And we're starting to pound near the bottom one more time on Coinbase. So I don't think this is one that we dig our teeth into by any stretch of the imagination. We first bought in here around 280. Then I believe we were in again at about 250. Then my most recent buy was down here at 230. I'm just trying to build a bigger position. But I mean, I don't know how much longer I want to hold on to this one. That's Coinbase all the way to the downside here today. But another name that, you know, we've traded a little bit today's Space. We've talked about only going short on that name, but we also like that 34 break early. So we did, is this today? Yeah, this is today. So we had, there's the 34. So there's the 34 break, failed all the way back in. We tried another long here at about 32, got out at 31.50. The low of the day, again, you know, I mean, that's how I'm doing it. So we'll wait to see here on Space. It's been back-to-back days where I've had a negative experience on this name. So I don't think I'll be looking at Virgin Galactic too much anymore. Really, I only have one position on. You can see it says BBIG. We'll continue to look at that. I also did want to look at Apple, as Apple touched almost through 150 today, which was a great number. But now with the NASDAQ down almost 1%, you could see Apple following suit. So you get a nice little break here in the afternoon for Apple. And I think we could take out this 148.25. I'm going to go long Apple, 148.25 on a break, guys. I think NASDAQ just might have made a bottom there.
Giddy up, Apple. Hopefully it did make a bottom. I don't know if EVGO here made a bottom, but I'm going to go ahead and pay for some locates here just to make sure I can go in both directions. Already had a gap up and a halt, or sorry, well, a breakout and a halt, I should say, and then a flush, return, and we're going right back to those highs. A setup like this, almost every single time, I'm going to look for that rollover trade. I mean, not necessarily at the spike, but at least at that $13 area. So I kind of like this price that we're going to get right now. It's literally 2.5 cents a share for us to be able to get locates here, day trade the world. So I'm pretty comfortable with that. Went ahead and paid for it. See if I can't catch some shares. EVGO, another one to add to the list. I got one long and two shorts. I'm looking to add a third short, I guess, to the list. Why am I so bearish? Well, these are mostly meme type names anyways that I'm short. Brendo?
If anyone missed the news on that, it was earlier today, around 1 o'clock, in fact. EVGO, GM, in fact, naming EVGO as their preferred infrastructure and charging solution for GM fleet. So GM-related news there, guys, for EVGO.
I did. I was just going to look at Twitter here, and I actually just realized I saw this earlier there. That day that I traded with the shades on. That was pretty fun. Jam on it. What's up with that? Everyone asked for the Bitcoin. It's just a guy advertising Bitcoin, but I assume that he may have some Bitcoin there. And apparently someone went and it's Coin Smart or something. I don't know what it is, but there's the Lambo that we saw yesterday on our way home. And we took a quick picture of it as we were stopped, even though the light is red there. So that means this way is green. I was stopped. He was going right by. The car was so sick. I don't know if I'd get green, but I guess when it's a Bitcoin and it's about money, then green makes sense. So there it is. I told you, as promised, guys, that we would put that up on our Twitter feed right there. Thank you so much. Also, we passed 22,000 Twitter followers, so thank you for that one as well. Okay, so yeah, what's up, Shakib? Yeah, no, you know what? I'm feeling okay, still a little bit hydrated here. We still got it going on. We're excited. We have a big family picnic coming out after, if it stays dry. I don't know if it's going to stay dry around here, but it's underneath a Bentway, so it's underneath the highway. That should be a fun time here. But yeah, I only have one position on, and believe me, I'm trying for you. I'm looking. I've got my charts up. I've got everything up. I'm looking for some more positions here today for you, like AMC's in a range here. I don't really see anything right there for me to trade on AMC. Some of these big, look at AMD. Wow. We talked about that earlier, guys, getting out of something. And AMD now down to $87 again. Like, where's my, come on. I don't know if the daily will load. Will it? Yes, it will. We talked about it getting high up there, 96, 97. It reached about 95 there recently, now pulling back in. NVIDIA even down on the day right now, but I'm just looking for opportunities. Like, I don't really see anything here on AMD or any other name. So please, guys, keep the chat going. And we can see if we see, even Verb, right? I want to look at Verb. But again, I only trade off the charts. And unless I'm picking a bottom here, I think there's still a ways to go. Remember, we have to be flat in 30 minutes. So I need to find a trade that's going to run for us. That's why I am in this BBIG, holding it against me for 6 cents right now.
And speaking of getting flat by the end of the day, that also means you got to take the profit when it's there for you, especially when you're relatively scalp trading. So there was that rollover. A bit of a rollover on EVGO, just got 12.67 to the short side. Scalps them up for 20-cent winner. All the way to VWAP is what I'm looking for here. If it gets there in one shot, I'll just get out of it. The first time it broke 50, It came down to the bid. I was sitting on the bid, and then some guy just stepped up, like bid 59. So the gap went from like a 5-cent gap down to basically crossing up 10 pennies. So there's still feel like there's a few buyers in this one, although on the current offer, I'm looking at SPB because Brendan mentioned it there. So right now there is a bit of an offer. It's on the NASDAQ for 10,000 shares. This has actually followed it down just a little bit here, so it gives some cover. That's not the reason I'm short. I was basically shorting because 13 was a good level on the daily chart. If you go look at that in the 15-minute, and then that's where it failed. Well, it spiked up to 1360. You had a bit of a reversal failure at 13, so lower high idea. Only short into VWAP. Nikola is doing something. Clover is doing absolutely nothing. So, Nikola is very, very close to possibly breaking down. I just got some more shares in. So new position alert for me, not really, just added to my Nikola when it broke that 14.25 area. I already had shorts from earlier on in the session. Targets are still down around that 14 area. I will not fail to get out if it hits that 14 level. That was kind of ridiculous that I held that long. So 3 shorts, only the 1 long in BBIG. Might just have to find some places to get back into that one on the long side because I don't see anything that I love on the long right now, momentum-wise, for the last 30 minutes that I think can give us a big move. BBIG stands out right now. Brendan?
Steve G was wondering about GM and a potential recall. Here we go. Trucks.com, guys, reporting. This was a couple days ago, actually, the 12th. 700 Chevy Silverado, GM Sierras. It names a bunch of different models, but yeah, sorry, not 700, 700,000 included in that last recall. But again, that was back on the 12th, guys.
Okay, good look there on that one. We finally get into a new position, so we'll hit the new position alert siren, even though I don't need to hit the siren because I'm right here telling you about it. We are in to Apple right now. We talked about NASDAQ possibly taking out the highs there. It looks like it did that. I just said, I was down here, like shout out to Arun, but that was a futures call right here, 14,757. I just said it looked like we made the bottom right there off of this high back to that low right there, so it looks like a nice little bottom. However, we were just waiting there at VWAP for Apple, and I don't know how did we miss that? Like, it went to 148.44, like, oh, I'm at 148.50. Okay, got a little bit greedy there, so we'll wait to see. It's greedy, whatever. It's 25 pennies on Apple. We should be able to get that with the NASDAQ moving to the upside. So we'll wait for that 148.50 or so on Apple. We'll take 25 cents on the first piece, and then we'll see where we go from there. Apple hopefully now making new highs. Not new highs on the day. The new high on the day would be that 150 mark. And I don't think that's out of the question. Let's just see where we go from here on this move upside. So we'll see if we do take out that 148.50. Which is coming up. That should be a nice little winner for us, that's for sure. I see you, Nick W. there. We'll talk about YVR in a minute, liquid media. And then BBIG just right now. Maybe this move isn't happening, so we'll have to wait to see on BBIG. But for now, we do have it out down here at 370, so I'm just waiting to get out right now on Apple. I don't know, we're just waiting for 1 penny higher. I'm at 49, guys. I'm at 49 there, but obviously I'm behind the line. There it is. Takes it out. Yes, sir. So we'll rain down a little bit of money there. We'll go 1 for 1 with BBIG pending, and hopefully Apple moons here.
Just keep it rolling, stack it up. Every time I see this, I think Friday Night Lights, and if you know what scene I'm talking about, then you're a fan of the movie like I am. I've never seen the show. That's embarrassing because it's apparently pretty good. I just got VWAP here in EVGO, so we went right through like the from start to finish. Volume spike, got into position, told you the 2 targets. We just got VWAP. If it goes any lower, fair enough. Fine, maybe it's going to happen. I don't care. The setup for me there is just simply get in, get out, like a little bit of a ninja, and then walk away with your profit. Clover, this thing is hugging VWAP like Gary Payton would hug other point guards on defensively, like he's the glove himself. And you can name. Look, man, I'm not as young as I look. No, I'm just kidding. Look, he's the best defender and point guard of all time, I think, in my humble opinion. The guy was an absolute beast. But either way, this can't move. Like, this is ridiculous. You can't trade things that aren't going anywhere. If it doesn't roll over the next 10 minutes, I'm just going to cover it. It's flat. I don't want this thing breaking out on me because Clover, if it gets going, it's been known to do those spikes to the upside. So sitting in here when it's not doing anything, I'd rather it be falling into the close as people be taking some profit off or the shorts exploding. But this is not a good look, I think, for Clover. Barcoding, everything else I have seems like it's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll go with the Glove and then the Rain Man, but everyone would know who that is, of course.
That's easy.
The original, I believe he was the first player out of high school. So the Rain Man, Sean Kemp, bringing the pain on some of those rims. That's for damn sure. The Seattle Supersonics, great team, and I think Seattle's coming back in the NHL. Of course, Seattle Kraken will be in the building next year.
No comment for that name.
I don't mind the Seattle Kraken. Why not? What's wrong with that?
Kraken's a good rum.
Kraken's a good rum. Yeah, Kraken's a lot of good things. Greek mythology and stuff. If you do have that Kraken in the water, I believe that's why it's there, Seattle. Anyway, so on and so forth there. Okay, let's just keep on going. Apple's still trying to make some moves there as we talk. NHL, Krakens, bad names. I mean, what's the worst name in the NHL right now? I don't know. You figure that out at some point. I'll think about it. I don't even like the Ottawa Senators. I mean, yeah, I'm a senator, whatever, but maybe that's my hatred because I'm a Maple Leaf fan. But okay, let's just move on. Tesla 650, that could be a possible area there as it's approaching $650 right now. TSLA on your board. Beautiful bottom of 638. We have a couple Michael Burry videos coming out, and apparently he's short Tesla. We don't actually know the price of his short, but he's been calling a drop down on Tesla, and then of course a drop on meme stocks, and then crypto. So meme stocks are never really going to be right, saying that like meme stocks are going to come down, because that's kind of the point of meme stocks, is they go up, down, and around. So I don't know about that call. Crypto seems to be right. That is heading southbound. That's not a very hard call. I just showed you Cardano's up 2,500% in a year. So look at this, 697, 700. Still, I love Tesla longs, guys. But right now the market at all-time highs with the NASDAQ, and we do have earnings coming, big major cap tech. I think it's 2 weeks from now. We'll see what they're going to say. So Tesla coming out. This should be an interesting one on earnings. But for today, for today's trade, that 650, I mean, it stopped and went there. So let's see if we can take out this 650.30. I think that's a possible play there. I'm already long Apple, so we don't need to be too invested in the NASDAQ. But look, we talked about NASDAQ making a bottom right there. Since then, it's been up about 30 handles or so. So a good little long there on the NASDAQ. Let's just see if Apple can follow through. And then Vinco Group, BBIG, back in the money, but we're still waiting for that home run. What's up, Brendan?
Just checking on some travel names, guys. I noticed NCLH had a nice bounce here off day lows, 23.5 to 24.40. Once again, I just saw that Canada apparently has or is going to reopen ports to cruise ships beginning this coming November. So nice little bounce back there for some of the cruise lines.
Really interesting.
I saw Rogers there, RCI.B. That's one of my largest shares sizes in Canada. So I'm wondering what that has to do with
Yay,
cruises.
Rogers.
Okay. Sorry, Neil, what was that?
No, I just said yay, Rogers. But
Rogers.
On that Tesla chart, what is the high of the day on Tesla? Oh my goodness, it's 666. Like, I'm not some crazy person, whatever, you can get biblical all you want or whatever you want to do here, but I'm telling you, man, like, it just ends up a level all the time on this stupid thing, well, on this stock. I just wish I was paying closer attention to it. Look, Virgin Galactic was trading that one in the morning. We're trading some of that Carve as well. There was a lot happening. Tesla was not necessarily on the radar for a short, but reversing at 666 here and then consolidating lower, giving a shot at like 664, that was probably worth it for a couple of dollars worth of risk. I didn't see it. I try not to miss the big levels on stocks because they have memory. I missed this dip buy on BBIG. Trust me, it would have been nice if you got it around that 390 again, but it's heading towards the top. I think it still has a secondary break in it. I'd just like to see it get through that quarter first. I still would prefer to buy the dip and not take the break. So that's what I'm going to go with. And Clover, a couple of more minutes, I'm going to get out of this bad boy. But GameStop, which we haven't been saying a heck of a lot. Obviously, you guys know that AMC has moved today. I had a GameStop long, which stunk. I had a short, which was better. And then I looked a gift horse in the mouth and got out flat and never got back into it. Now, it's had a bit of a top here at 165. I'm sitting in front of it, and I'm looking for like a stop break. I mean, it's gonna try. It looks like it's gonna try and be range bound for a little bit here. Decent chance it can break out. I'd love to be able to scalp in this range if I can, and then a 165 breakout would be in store just in case we can quickly get like $1 on that. I think the next resistance is like 167, 167.5. So if it breaks 165, I kind of feel like you could get a good price on that break. I can make a little bit back because I probably will have lost some money shorting in front of it.
Yeah, there's lots of money being lost shorting these days, especially some of those big names that continue to rip up. And I don't have any of them right now other than we still have that BBIG we're waiting. We're 10 cents of the money. I mean, whatever. To me, this isn't anything. I mean, I could take it now and we'd be happy. We're at the highest spot we've been at all day, man. We've made more money today than we did yesterday. So it's been a successful day for me for sure. But again, we're always looking to make more money than we did the day before. So that still has to come through. What just happened right there? Oh, YVR. Oh, I missed it. Oh, what happened? I wanted the YVR break. Why didn't I not get that? Where am I bidding here? Okay, did I get it? No, I did get it. Okay, good. Oh man, I've traded so many symbols today that my layout there is not showing me all my trades. So there we go. Okay, so YVR, we are now into what, because it's alphabetical, so Y is at the bottom, so we're just shrinking. Okay, so we are into this YVR trade here. Good base at 2 for sure. So for me, this is well worth the risk. Now on the upside, we could revisit. For sure, VWAP would only be 10 cents. Don't mind taking out a little bit there, but I think YVR, you know, big time move, liquid media off. The bottom today, 150. It's a clear as day out, so that's part of the reason why we take this. We have an easily defined out right there, so we'll watch YVR back upside. Let's see if we can't take out 250, but definitely not going to be holding too much more of this through 250 if we're lucky enough to get that. Here goes YVR. Quick offer first for a dime, and then we'll see where we go from here. Nice win so far, guys. What's up, Brent?
Yeah, on that YVR, guys, we mentioned during the morning that I checked with the company's media representative, and he said, and I quote, I am not aware of any news issued today by the company. Take that for what it is, guys.
Oh, man, like, that's not good for my long, but right now we still are long. We just tried, man. As soon as we pass it to Brendan, we hit off or enter there. We just didn't get anything at that 32, 33 level. So we'll see if we can get that position. As we say, profit pending on YVR right now. Not great that their PR firm not releasing anything, because you know what PR firms want to do. They want to release everything. So if there's anything coming out on YVR, hopefully just pulled our tail there and we do get a release coming up. It has nothing to do with why I'm trading it, obviously. We'll just see where it goes from here, guys. YVR.
If you heard a Wilhelm scream, and some of you nerds might know what that is, that was just me a second ago, because here's an offer on MOXC, which is near the high of the day. It's not a small one. It's done 5 million shares. It's a couple of 160,000 shares. It's holding in front of 29, which is a lower high. It had just moved down. I threw an offer at 80. Thinking, okay, well, I was chasing a little bit, and then in one print, like 29 was on the offer again, so it's held up. This is what's happened. They just had a big volume spike through 27, failed here at 29.70, makes a lower high at that 29, and that offer shows up. So I'm like, yeah, let's go short in front of it. First entry was at that 80 level, and then all of a sudden, it gapped right back up to that 29 on the offer. Looked like it was about to break. Now it's holding steady. So in short on MOXC. And every now and then it'll happen. I don't know if we have the time to tell the story of there was one time where I was like screaming like absolute gangbusters when I got caught in a monster short position when Sean and I owned our own floor. Sean was teaching a class in the other room, and I spent like 1 or 2 hours just cursing and screaming. And it was easily one of the greatest positions I'd ever had if I had just calmed the heck down. I was in the money deep and I had a great position, but it was so big and I'd never had that many shares before, so I freaked out. I got my stop. If 29 breaks on MOXC, they're hitting this level right now. It's holding up. It's real. Like, this is not some fake order. Like you saw, it was like twice as much. It's been holding up. I'm short at 89 as an average price. I'll probably lose about 20, 30 cents here. I'm trying to make about 30 to 50 on an average position. So I'll take some out if I get a 20 or 30 cent scalp. I'm just kind of seeing if it can hold that and I can make some quick profit. You can see one of my bids down here. That's all I'm looking for, right? So I know the momentum's to the upside on MOXC, but a lot of traders with direct market access will take advantage when they see a level like that.
There we are, guys. We'll go hot dogs for everybody there. What's up, Russell Jackson? It's not bacon, but it's hot dogs if I can hit it one more time. There it is. We're dancing around now because there goes YVR. So we called that play. That was a good one, man. We took this right for you, right live. I hope some of you did as well. Again, 20 cents on a $2 stock. That looks like 10% to me, right to the upside. So now we're even more. Let's go, go, go. We'll wait to see if we can get this spot right here, 250 or so coming through. But hey, man, we did it again on YVR. So there comes the upside. Rate to 45 there and then stops. So maybe we put another offer somewhere around 45 and see what happens. But now we're going to the upside on YVR. So that's a hot dog one for sure there. But already out 20%, 40%, have 60% left. And we do want to get some out now around, I said, if we can get it all out around 50, that'd be great. So let's do that. BBIG still flat, not doing anything, guys. I wish I had more to report on that side of things. But right now, Apple back to flat. Like we took 25 cents. Now we're out of the money, 20 cents. So That's not doing anything as the NASDAQ retraces back, but that's why we take out half. We'll get out here if it breaks 147.90 and just wash our hands of that one, but it should have been a better trade. I was really expecting this thing to go to 149, but it doesn't look like it wants to do that. But here goes YVR. Maybe take another piece out right now. Let's go.
And YVR was one of the coolest tickers around, and I'm going to hit this one for you. It's actually, well, I shouldn't. Anyways, it's related to this animation. If you can figure it out, let us know. You got to be Canadian, and you probably won't figure that one. But that scalp trade on the MOXC, I showed you guys the level 2, so you know the reason why I took the trade. It's not like random, massive order that 99s. Got 90s, an average price, 89.7, technically speaking. Some out there for a quick 20-cent scalp. I'll throw some out in front of like 28.40. See if I can't get another win there for 50 pennies. And then if it goes to 28, that's all I want. Like, to me, this is not like it's the big reversal type of idea where I got the top of a parabolic move and it's going to flush. No, it is gigantic size on offer. You can limit the amount of risk that you have because there's no way it's not going to likely try to bounce off of it and then make that trade there. So a very, very quick scalp trade. I have already taken some out. I will adjust my stop order so I don't reverse long. I want BBIG, but it is what it is. VWAP trader gets it. Vancouver's gift horse air. Look, it's the code, the airport code for Vancouver. I don't know what that has to do with gift horses, VWAP trader, but you're obsessed with them, so why not? You can have, because you said it, we'll give you the gift horse. Although I'm not looking the gift horse in the mouth with MOXC because I'm taking the profit right here.
All right. Yeah, a lot of gift horses today, guys. That means a lot of profits. You got to make sure you take them when they're coming through. But for me, we're just still riding, man. Thank you, Shakib, for the kind words, man. We like that, but we're going to go like this. Our favorite video game. Perfect, right there. I mean, I can't do that any better here on YVR for you. So we took that. We took another out there at 41. So now, you know, we're out 20, 40, 60%. I'm just believing now that if we could dump below here, I don't want this profit to go away, right? So 25s, if we could break back below 25, we'll just get out and put the rest of this in our pocket. So I don't want to hold all the way back down here, like I was saying, because we've already taken out 20, 40, 60%. And these are on average, 15, 16 cents. But again, on a $2 name, you got to take some profit every once in a while. So there it goes upside now. BBIG, I wish it would go. It's stuck. So maybe we'll put an offer out here at 25 and then just take some out there if we have to. That's BBIG. I was waiting at 30, actually right here. It's actually right here, right in the middle. So we were waiting at 30, but now I'm thinking 20, and then we'll take 12 cents. I don't know, on that trade. We'll take whatever it gives us. Apple, I mean, we've only made 3 trades, right? Apple, we took 25 cents. It's now 15 cents in the money. BBIG, we've talked about that. That was a winning trade if you took it. And then YVR, the only other one we've taken, and that's been a big bagger for me as well. So we're now at the highest spot we've been at all day, man. 0 LFT, so we're ready to rock and roll, guys. Let's just keep the party moving. With only 3 minutes to go that I'm noticing. Where did Valeri go? I
don't think 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go to the imbalances. For a split second, Sean, I thought it was literally 357. I'm glad it's not. But hey, man, it's one of these. I like when a plan comes to fruition. Day traders know all about what that kind of a trade is at 29, and it's like, if you see it, you're going to put that one on. It just got to 28 where I said I was going to get the last of it out, so it's not quite $1 because I didn't actually have 29 even to the short side, but you saw that monster level. One of the key things, I don't know if I can scroll all the way so you can see the 29 again, but one of the key things, when it was on the level 2 and it got to that price, you saw both that level get hit, meaning they were taking that fill. Everybody that was offering there was not putting it there to drive the price down. Legitimate selling at that price level and a lot of liquidity there. It even refreshed a little bit. So as it got to about half, you saw about 25% of that size come right back on, meaning they're adding back to it. And who knows, maybe there was even an iceberg at that level. So we'll take advantage of that. You have to trade what moves. That's what we're trying to do here. That's why Sean's on YVR. That's why we're on BBIG. That's why I moved over to MOXC the second you guys mentioned it. So this is what it's about. Got to trade what is going to be active. When the market moves, like Sean calling the bottom there, then you go into that Apple. That's what you have to be able to do as a day trader or as any kind of a short-term momentum trader, I suppose. Even if you're swing trading, it's got to be a mover. I did get GameStop, so, and it's weird because it feels like every single time I trade GameStop late in the afternoon show for you guys, it's not a good one. And here I am short 164.75, and here comes 165. And like I said, I go short in front of it, and if I got the long, it would have meant I lost on the short. So it doesn't even try to give me that range-bound trade. It just instantly reversed into that one. So is GameStop going to run into the close? I don't know. I just thought it had nice room on a 165 break because 167 stands out as that lower high that it put in before.
You're in GameStop, or that was an in and out quick?
That was an in and out.
Okay,
that was an in and a reverse, like that. That's a horrible snap. Wow, that's terrible.
That's not a bad snap. Oh, we have a Snapchat thing here. Where is it? It doesn't
we do
really
have
matter.
it.
I'll find it in a second. Stock logos. Here, I'll hit it. Oh, when I hit stock logos, it does not go to stock logos. Where's Snapchat? Come on, come on. Okay, here it is. Where is it? There it is. Watch. This is a snap. Did you even hear a snap there? I don't know. We should hopefully. Okay.
What the heck was
it's a
that?
quiet one.
Where's
That's
Rob,
a quiet
man?
snap right there. Okay, so just to give
Can't
you
even
guys an
hear the
update, we are now out of 80% of our YVR. So we're just going to go money. Okay, because we're doing pretty good. We're feeling pretty good about it. Good trade there on YVR. It just didn't want to go, so we got our last piece out there, 38, and now we wait to see. Now we're not getting out of anything. So now we can roll this forward. So YVR will now roll it forward. We're out of 80% of our of this trade for about 15 cents. 15 cents on $2 stock. Do the math. That's a good return right there. So we'll take that. Not everything's going to moon. And remember, I'm flat in 5 minutes. So whether or not this moves in the next 5 minutes or not would be super nice, but I can't hold it overnight. This is not a horrible swing trade because I just kind of feel like, you know, there's no press release. Like what if there is one tomorrow? We'll see. Again, these guys got to be very, very careful what they say. So just watch out for YVR tomorrow, possibly for a swing trade on the upside. I mean, the disappointment. What about using heat maps? Yeah, you know what, Pablo? I don't mind using heat maps. We've used them before. Brendan has a heat map of stocks on the screen, but if you can find one that can heat map like certain setups or things like that, message me at TraderTV Sean, and I'd love to look at any sort of technology you guys have that would help us on here. We're trading so many, like I have 200 fills today, right? With over 8 different names. So anything that can help would help us for sure identify trends and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for hooking that up. If you guys have anything, AMC right now, Rip City one more time, taking out that 36. Ooh, almost. Looked at 36, it didn't. So we'll find out about that as it's going to continue to go to the upside right now. BBIG, Apple flat, BBIG flat, and YVR a decent winner. So 25 cents here on Apple, flat on BBIG, and then you guys have seen what's happened on YVR. So I'm pretty happy today so far, guys.
Y to the Vizzle, and I
YBZ.
don't know if I can do the Ali G snap there, Michael Travis, but it's like he's like booyakasha, but I'm not going to do the snap because there you go. See, that's what the snap should sound like. I don't know where Rob is, but I like I said in the chat, I apologize.
Multi-talented.
That was a really bad snap on the animation.
Useless
What's the point of
talent.
it doing it if you can't hear the snap?
You can hear it. I don't know. You hear that on my mic? It doesn't matter. It's stupid to do that, but that's the Ali G snap. My kid's wondering why I do that too. It's like, oh, damn. Like that's when you say it, like, you know, when you're doing something like that.
That was the best thing Sacha Baron Cohen ever did. If you've never seen the original Ali G show, that's when, I mean, like, I'm not saying he's not funny now. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's done great stuff, but man, Ali G show, the original, was so legit. You're the man.
I didn't even like. I mean, he won. What did he? Did he win an Oscar or something for that last one? Or he was
He won an
nominated
Oscar.
for it or
He won an
something?
Oscar. He won an Oscar?
I don't know. It was a Golden Globe, I think. I don't think it was an Oscar, but there was something there that he had won, and I don't know. I think that last movie is like one of the worst ones, but hey, there's a few scenes in there that are just not pleasing. But anyways, okay, that's Ali G. Check him out if you haven't, and don't watch it with minors. Okay, AMC, AMD, I mean, everything's popping. Apple's not doing much. We're just getting ready to close out here.
Oh, I gotta get out.
As Ether's trying to go back upside here a little bit, if you want to talk about that. Ethereum back to 1900, bouncing around a little bit. This is a one-day chart. We can call up a minute chart if I can at some point. It is trying to rip. We don't have crypto on our platform yet. We're supposed to is get it eventually, which we will, but 1930 there, nice little bottom of 1880. I guess it's not really moving that much. Just saw it breaking through 1900 as we started, and now we're up to 1930 again. So sort of false alarm there on crypto. Sort of thought it was moving a little bit faster than it was there, guys.
Yeah, this is like the most pitiful breakout ever on GameStop. Like really, that's what the 165 break is giving me here. Like with like 7 minutes to go, it's up like 40 cents. Okay, whatever. I had to get out of Nikola there flat. My average price was 35. When I added to it, it just wasn't moving. And there's less than 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna cover that one. I covered Clover for a couple of pennies there. And oh my goodness, MOXC again? This can't be real. Oh my goodness, MOXC. We're gonna get to Brendan in a quick second because I think, yeah, there's actually another offer on MOXC now at 28. So it looks like they're following it down a little bit here. I mean, this is kind of crazy. Yeah, it kind of went down, spiked back into this price, and now 28 is gonna be on the offer. Brendo?
All right, a couple minutes to go here, guys. We have 6 or so to be exact. Some earnings to get to, obviously back into earnings season, so let's get prepared a little bit. A few aftermarket tonight and a few coming up tomorrow morning.
Ooh, we added Charles Schwab. I don't think you snuck that in there, eh, Valeria?
That was there.
Was Charles Schwab there this morning? Schwab? He's looking at me like I have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, yeah, Charles Schwab, the banks are back in business right now. We didn't notice that one this morning, guys. Earnings. Yes. Okay. Here we go. All right, so YVR to the upside. There's a lot of earnings there to get through. We'll look at some more banks. It's been fun, guys. Thank you. I think we have over 3,000 viewers now. It might be a record amount of viewers, so we'll go dab up for that one. Thank you so much for watching us. This is what we do every single day. If you're watching us for the first time, I hope you're having a great time. We try to have fun. Okay, Ken's saying it was there this morning, so my bad, Ms. V.
Was it really?
On that one.
Okay.
But there goes YVR. Here we go, guys. So, yeah, look, press release or not, your boy is right here. We're right here on YVR. So we're not going to go diamond hands. I just like this. Looks like it. We're holding this into the close with only 5 minutes to go. YVR blowing up. And there we did it again. It's free Britney, guys. Oops, we did that again on YVR. Britney Spears getting her own lawyer now. Lawyering up. Get her out of that. Let's see Britney Spears back to her own self. I don't know why we're talking about her, but we're freeing YVR
because they just
now.
need to leave her alone, man. Why can't you just leave Britney alone? I have no idea what we're talking about.
I want to free Britney, man.
Where did that even come from?
Conservatorship, because it's free YVR right now. We're trying to go upside here. It's freed us from this VWAP as YVR continues to go to the upside. I'm just going to get out now because we only have 3 minutes before we're flat. Oh, we didn't show the imbalance locator. Oh, man. Okay, so here we go. TWO, Twitter for a sell. Let's see if that's starting to head to the downside right now. Twitter, no, not really. Not bad. Anything else on here? No. You're looking for M's, not K's, guys. So we'll see TWO, yeah. Big levels. They're not going to move anything. BlackBerry for those meme stock traders on the board as well right here, guys.
So I just got out of, we'll power it up there because I just got out of 166 on GameStop, so the slowest move of all time. That breakout, I guess it's not that far, but I thought it would go to 166.
We're out of Apple.
But MOXC, yeah, that offer at 28 again, got 94 short. Again, we're going to take some out in that 20-cent range.
There it is.
We're only at 5 minutes left, but I'm telling you, both times, 29 and 28, essentially free money short in front of it. If it breaks, I'm out. If it was earlier in the day, I would go long on a break, but with 4 minutes left to go, if that level gets taken out, I don't have any time really to make a trade, so I'm just going to cover at that price.
So if you guys are joining us for the first time, please follow us. Follow on Twitter here. I'll put the Twitter thing upside there. I put all the trades that, not all of them, but all the setups that I like that have been on there that we've taken, including Green Lambo. What's up, the Green Lambo driver there? Like I said, this is kind of like Brendan's Lambo, but I think his green's a little bit lighter than that. So that's not Brendan. If you guys see that driving around, his car's a little bit lighter than that. But once again, guys, thank you so much for showing up today. I was just going to put on this YVR trade. That's why we did it, because you know why, Neil? We said, oops, we did it again.
That
so we did
makes
it.
sense.
That's
See,
why.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so we did it again on YVR. Banger in the system right now. The chicken dinner winners everywhere here today. We can also show you again, man, Apple. There's another win. It's a small one. There's no doubt about that. You know, we can't like ring the register and say, wow, what a great trade here on Apple. But really it was in there and out. So quick little scalp there to top off the day. That's a good trade. YVR, we told you we'd hold for the moon. I believe we got it there. That's like 40 cents on a $2 name. We'll take that return, guys, in a matter of 20 minutes. So good trade there on YVR. And then the only thing that's putting me to sleep right now that unfortunately I just get a punch out of is this BBIG. Like if this rips at the end of the day, I'll be pretty pissed.
You know what? It feels like it's going to do one of those. I just punched out of it too,
gone.
man. Like you just had to take it out there. You can't break past that. But look, the free money on MOXC, with those two orders at 29 and 28 have both continued. I just got some more shares out at that 50 range. So exactly the same thing I was doing here, just a little bit more aggressive because there's only 2 minutes left. I'd love to get it out, get the rest out in front of 27, just like we got almost a dollar move on the first level. At this particular point, probably not going to break that 28. Great one to be able to see. I mean, sometimes it spikes up, and you actually got to take a real chance to go short off the high of the day on a parabolic mover. And other times, some Yahoo just throws a gigantic offer, and then you just shave in front of it. And I can't say what I want to say there, Sean. You just shave, like price shave. So if someone's at the evens, I just go to 99. If they go to 98, I go to 94. And then you get the price. I get short. We got it. It's a couple of easy wins here off of the level 2. This was not a trade based on the setup, even though it's usually a rollover I'd like. This is 100% based on level 2 in the offer I saw. Got to take this one out, though. Got to take that profit. Can't look a gift horse in the mouth with 1 minute to go.
15 gift horses, I think. We'll see if we can beat that tomorrow. YVR still going to the run. Look at the size on YVR right now. What up, Shakib? The hydrated one on the chat. Those of you that are with us. I just bought this on Amazon and put on a sticker. So we try to drink a gallon of water a day as we go. But good trade there on YVR, man. We're super happy. This has been such a great close for me. We took YVR, we took Apple, and we took BBIG there today to go with a couple other nice ones. One of my best trades today, though, definitely this NEO trade. We took this early, and then we averaged in against the bottom there. It didn't fill. Thank God that wick didn't fill us. We were a little bit lower at 42.50, but still, that could have just continued down. We would have got screwed. So average in, out, and then the best out. Like, we got the top tick there on NEO today. So that was a fantastic out, and we haven't been back there since. I mean, we come right there, which is great again, 44.65. We'll put that tomorrow. Only one trade, man, on AMC. And again, you don't see a lot of action in the afternoon. We're not sitting here trading all afternoon, but that was a good trade right off the open, man. A quick $2 there to make that the trade of the day. So that's going to be coming up afterwards. Facebook, Microsoft, everything, Apple, AAL. We'll see tomorrow what's going to happen. Morgan Stanley, I believe, is up today, or it was up. What is it? Yeah, so still, it was up a lot higher. Fades back down. The nice rebound for them. We'll check out on JP Morgan as well. As Valeria running over there, that's still the MS. JP Morgan, I guess, flat-ish today as well. Yeah, same percentage. With only 15 seconds left, Ms. V's going to be on the bell. She wore green. It didn't work today, but that doesn't mean it won't work tomorrow.
Exactly, and stick around because the trade of the day is going to be Sean on AMC. Going to be a good one as always, but let's drop it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's a wrap.
There we go. Taking one last little sip there, and we look at the markets. I'm going to throw it back over to Brendan and see how we ended the day.
I am just updating things, guys. Give me a second. Here we go. All right, let's have a look. It is a red day for the S&P, 0.36. There we go. Dow did hold on to slight gain, 0.7 there for the NASDAQ as well. So lots of red at the bottom end. This is 2% on top of 3 from yesterday for crude oil. So coming back to earth a little bit here for energy markets.
You got
Toronto massive right there. That's what I'm talking about. Keep it in Canada. See, we lead the markets right here. Doesn't happen very often, but
I just turned my
go.
tanning light on. If you saw that.
What?
There we go. Whenever they turn the lights on for these guys, mine get brighter. So I feel like I'm at a tanning.
The light always shines the brightest on Brendan, guys. And it's part of his contract. That's just the way it is. $64. Remember when we called the top for XOM? I told you guys, put time, put nation. We have some puts on now with XOM at the top. We called this over and over again. We missed it that one time, but it did come back in and gave us that 63, 64 price. So we did hit that. I believe oil is finished now for a bit. We'll watch crude now down another 2%. I'm actually going to probably put on an inverted ETF in Canada on that. So we'll go short 3 or 4 times oil and see if we can't cash out. Check tomorrow. We'll talk about that on tomorrow's show. But what a great production team we have. We're blessed every single day with both Maggie and Lucas there and Rob, who's not here today. So we're going to give a big shout out to them and all the IT teams and everyone that's behind this. Shout out to Greg for hooking us up throughout the day with some shorts if we need them and whatnot. Thank you to Miss V again, always the ultimate professional there on the chat. So thank you, Miss V, for that, keeping it real. Thank you to Neil for, again, I don't know, how many trades today, Neil?
181 fills.
181 fills. Not bad. 250 fills. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Crazy trading. Thank you to Brendan as well, Neil, Valeria. We're the Trader TV Live team, guys. Thank you for watching, and join us tomorrow as it's Friday and it's picnic time. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye.